Okay, so it seems like we have an update on the Chinese voice actor for female Rover, and she's actually made a video talking about the situation, and someone has kindly actually translated and kind of told us exactly what has gone in this video to kind of respond to what has actually gone on with her situation. Now, if you don't know, obviously the female Rover Chinese voice actor, also the voice actor of Kokomi in Genshin Impact, has been fired or released from Wuthering Waves, obviously due to a lot of the situation that's gone on with her being involved in the XJJ group apparently. And obviously I will, you know, if you want to go back to the video where I talked about both of these situations, obviously the firing itself and also the XJJ situation, there will be two videos on my channel which you guys can go and look at. But essentially, yeah, this video came out obviously saying regarding the clarification of something or other. Obviously this is her response. Essentially we did see a response in comment form, but this is a video response, and obviously he said, if anyone's interested, here's the video. He said, here's the video I subtitled that summarizes the entire timeline and situation. This is prior to her response video today. I said I had to do this on the fly, translating as she talked. Sorry for the horrible grammar. He's saying she is forwarding the clarification of the incident CV causing people to dox to a lawyer. She is pointing out how in her past posts MC stood for Minecraft, and the open world game in her post is meant to be Sword and Fairy 3 World. On May 31st is the game's third test. Said she planned to play wuwa after the Sword and Fairy game, and that was her subjective intent, but that is hard to improve. Hard to prove. And she played a clip of her on the May 24th stream. In this clip, she says she downloaded wuwa but hasn't played because she's been super busy. She also said the game's fans recommended that they needed time to feel immersed, and they said that she hasn't got that right now. So yeah, obviously they were saying, yeah, on May 31st that game's third test, and obviously said on May 24th she said that she hadn't downloaded the game yet. Said, oh no, she hasn't played the game yet, she had it downloaded. Said she's trying to point out her good intentions were there, and that the internet is spreading, which is that she thinks doesn't think that wuwa is good enough. After May 31st, unhappy messages started to appear on the internet and kept festering. To avoid conflicts with wuwa players, she chose to remain silent and stop mentioning wuwa in public. But in private, she still expressed her love and interest in the fans. So June to August 2024, fans were making videos about her being passive-aggressive with wuwa because this tag became synonymous with her name. This search tag was there for a year. She never replied. As an experienced and busy VA, she understood the viewers on the internet have a huge age range, and that there are many underage on the site. I said on September 5th of 2025, she found a video on Bilibili. She found that some people were deliberately misinterpreting her words as paraphrasing. That's when she updated her Billy to refute those paraphrases and misinterpretations. Once the update was posted, her comment section went into war. Around 12 AM, she hid that update. At 12:30, she received a large amount of OTP text, one-time verification code text. She said this lasted a couple of days. So yeah, it seems like she made a response to something on Bilibili, and that's what caused her a lot of people to try to hack her accounts and things. Obviously, as she was getting a lot of verification codes through, she chose to contact the authority right away. Then she went back to talk about the night of the 5th. She left a comment for someone asking him to stop the negative comments towards her. She felt that the comment may have not been a good idea, so she deleted it. She said something weird like, when I arrived, the person had already deleted it, which is confusing. She arrived where? Her own comments or that person's comment? I said, at that time, the person's comment section is open and no one has attacked them yet. In the morning, she felt that she should apologize to them. She arrived at their comment section to sincerely apologize to the comment section that was still public. She hasn't found anyone attacking. This part of the video had no caption. Said, and then she thought it was the morning, people were going to wake up, her apology might cause the person being attacked, so she deleted the comment again. She DM'd them in private. Said September 6th, the two started a DM chat. She held the intention of helping the person when she chatted with them. She advised them not to chat in the public sections to avoid cyberbullying. It's not what she wanted to see. The person sent her 2 images, including their real-life personal information. The person said that they are nearing collapse, would like her to stop this. She recommended that the person contact the police, and she is willing to find them a lawyer and pay for all legal fees at the same time. She posted the update telling people not to dox others. So yeah, obviously it seems like she commented on someone's post and they ended up getting doxed, and obviously that's what a lot of people are kind of equating to her, helping and doxing people, and the fact that she kind of accidentally did it. At least that's what's coming from her, right? But again, it does seem a little bit fishy. She included that she'd been in contact with the victim and would help maintain her rights. She said that for unknown reasons, the victim was saying that she had never contacted them. She had images of the chat with timestamps and dates. The victim went to a post, the one about not doxing and doing illegal things. The victim left a comment saying contacted what? Then the comment was deleted by the victim. The victim posted 3 times in the comment section about getting text bombs stating that they're scared, and the VA did not respond to her. She had no idea what happened since she contacted them at 7 AM to communicate about maintaining her rights after the victim deleted 2 comments and kept that one saying contact what. People accused her of deleting comments. At this point, I stopped commenting in public and went to a lawyer and started to collect evidence. She is now having her lawyer file a lawsuit at the Yangpu District People's Court. Then this says, a person who plays games isn't wrong. Games are a paradise. Let's keep the paradise a sacred and pure land. That is the goal of every one of us. Gaming should strive for. She was then in a private chat with someone named XX. With other netizens, they were talking until 7 PM. She kept a lot of private chats that the person still openly stated she didn't contact them. Then a screenshot of the victim said, just my personal opinion from my POV, this may have not been a perfect ending, know your limits. Then it said, don't let what's happening affect your mental health, or affect your health, sorry. I won't bow to them or bend the knee to them. And obviously said, if I got anything wrong, feel free to let me know. Now obviously it's very interesting because yeah, I mean, it kind of explains some of the stuff that's happened, but also it doesn't explain an awful lot, especially like in regards to the XJJ stuff. Like they didn't talk about that at all, really. Obviously, they talked about the doxing incident itself and how essentially what they're saying here is that obviously she commented on someone's profile and they ended up getting doxed in the morning, which obviously sucks. Obviously, they were in contact with them, and then this person was saying that they weren't in contact with them, which is interesting. But also, I feel like it doesn't explain a whole lot here. Obviously, people saying it's more useful to focus on more on what she didn't address than what she did. What she didn't address was why she was following / talking to the MiHoYo cult and posted a message prepared to them by her in her defense. In fact, their organization and her connections with it were not mentioned at all throughout the entire video, despite it being a major reason for her downfall. Said why once the attacks against wuwa community started in a comment section, a predictable outcome of her saying that she was a victim of rumors started by people in the wuwa community. She not only didn't moderate or call for calm, but she allowed them to continue and even started to delete posts by wuwa fans that didn't agree with her. She later admitted in a separate conversation with the victim that this is because she has hundreds of MiHoYo fans. Ultimately, we cannot verify things like plan to stream wuwa but didn't, or express love for the game in private, not in public. Those sentiments that only exist in the VA's head, and no one will be able to produce evidence for what her real thoughts or intentions were. But the fact that she didn't address one of the most important allegations against her is a bad look. Focusing attention away from those allegations and pivoting it towards the victim, whether the victim received messages offering legal help after the dogs, is a form of red herring. It doesn't address the real problem in the room. Which, yeah, again, is definitely an interesting part of it, and I think that is something to discuss, People say, I just want to add something. She admitted she intentionally, misled wuwa players into thinking she would play wuwa. She said she wasn't trying to rage bait, but wanted to surprise wuwa players. She left comments for someone's situation is more serious than it might seem. In China, they call it a home visit when someone goes to another person's homepage to leave a comment. When a content creator does this, it's like telling followers to target that person. The person she commented on deleted their comments because they were being harassed and doxed right after a visit. That as for the claims the victim lied about it, she's not helping. It's a bit complicated because the victim later showed in stream that in their DM, they do not see any messages of Grey Nun claiming that she has sent anything. So both of them are correct. which yeah, that is also interesting. And number 4, she still hasn't she still hasn't cut ties with XJJ. In fact, there's more evidence suggesting that she has a connection with XJJ. XJJ released a video defending her, mentioning that Grey-Nung was doxed. However, at that point, Grey-Nung hadn't publicly said that she was doxed. This means either XJJ is the one that doxed her, or Grey-Nung privately told them that she was doxed. She is now threatening to sue, not the person who doxed her, not XJJ, and not even Kuro who fired her. Instead, is threatening to sue the victims who harassed and doxed her because of the defamation. Which, yeah, obviously, that is very interesting. And obviously, they say, anyways, the video doesn't really change much despite the efforts to downplay her wrongdoing. So, yeah, I mean, obviously, that's absolutely correct. And I feel like it's one of these situations we just have to keep an eye on and just see what kind of happens with this going forwards. Because, again, there's a lot of information coming from different areas. Obviously, I believe that the CNVA has cleared some stuff up, I would say, in terms of what has happened in terms of a timeline. But I think she's also missed out some very, very important bits of information, which obviously could change, you know, what we see this kind of as, you know, they state there. For example, leaving a comment on someone's profile is almost like, you know, marking them as someone for, you know, your group of fans to target or to support. You know, obviously a target can mean in many ways. You can support them or you can negatively target them. In this case, it seems like negatively, but again, obviously, you know, a lot of people kind of do that, and you know, that is just something that happens on the internet. You've got to be more aware that people will go out and do this kind of stuff. And also, yeah, the kind of blatant, you know, missing out in terms of talking about XJJ is pretty crazy to me, as this was one of the main things that people had a problem with. You know, people didn't really have a problem with the fact that, oh, you didn't offer them legal support or whatever. And, you know, obviously this entire video is kind of them saying that they tried to offer them legal support, right? No, like, that's not really what people were worried about. They're more worried about the fact that you have, you know, allegedly, you know, kind of been involved with the group XJJ. And you haven't addressed it at all in this video. So again, maybe we'll see another kind of, you know, clarification on their involvement with XJJ, because again, they failed to kind of mention that in this one, which is the main point that people were looking for. And obviously that means that this is almost like a failed kind of clarification, because again, it doesn't really provide us with anything to do with XJJ and how she was involved with it, or what she plans on doing forwards with them, or whether she's split up with them. She doesn't mention them really at all, which again is very interesting. And yeah, doesn't look very good for them. But obviously, as you know, she's been fired from wuwa now, so again, we'll be seeing a new voice actor come to the Chinese kind of dub, or not dub, probably just language, whatever you want to call it, because again, obviously it's made in China. But again, anyways, it doesn't really matter. It's just an interesting kind of response. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Also, go over to GameSubs, use my code Kazza, get 10% off again. We've got a ton of really cool stuff over there. I definitely recommend checking it out. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. That's all. See ya.